Hi, today we are going to be looking into the differences between exporting to PDF with attachments embedded, attachments converted and included, and attachments saved to a disk. Now here's a little sample that I have for what attachments embedded will look like. So this is the first file. We're going to open it. And if we look at the PDF file, we're going to see that the PDF file has attachments on the left hand side. They are not at the bottom. There are 3 attachments on this email, and they are on the left hand side as little attachments. You will need to double click on them to view them. That's the first option. That will be embedded. Now let's take a look of what attachments converted and included will look like. So let's look if we have any attachments. There's none. If we scroll down, what we're going to see now is the attachment has been placed after the email. You're going to see a little label on the left hand side that allows you to know that this is the attachment. There's different options for this label, so we're going to look at those a little bit later. So 3 attachments on this email, and they all after the main email. Okay, so we go to the last one, and this is attachment saved to a disk. This is the last email. On this email, there will not be attachments. And the attachments also will not be at the bottom of the email. They will be placed on a folder on the same disk with the name of the email. There is the 3 attachments. We're going to open them to make sure that they open. Here's the file. This is the first one. Let's open the second one. It's another image. And the third one. All right. Right. So now that we know the differences between these 3 types of conversion, let's go ahead and convert and modify some of the profile things that we can do with this conversion. So the first thing we're going to do is look at the labels that I showed you before on the attachments converted. You are able to disable that label on the left hand side by unchecking this little box. Let's go back to that email so I can show you what is it that I'm talking about. And it will be this email where the attachments were converted after the email. And the label that we're talking about is this one here. So by checking that box, you can actually request our software to put in the label or to not put it in there. We're going to leave it checked because I like it that way. So next thing that we're going to do is try to change the file name into something that I can sort. I'm sorry, this is the wrong thing. We're going to go back up here to where it says file naming. And we are going to wrong thing again. We're going to select custom naming schema. And from here, we're going to get this nice option. On this option, you will be able to delete and add information on here. But what I want on this is the send date. I also want a space between it, so I will put an underscore. And I also want the time. So I put the send time again. And now I click on it and I click on time. And then I want the subject of the email. So let's bring and drag that over. So we have the date, the time, and the subject. Let's go ahead and test that out. We're going to start with this profile with the attachments converted and included. Now, changing the naming schema on one profile will not apply to all profiles. So you will need to do this individually for the other profiles. I'm going to go ahead and delete this, make some room for the for the new exported emails, and we're gonna select about 16 emails. So we're leaving this check. So 16 emails, and then we click on export. It should ask us where we want to save this. We're gonna go ahead and put it in the same folder that we're working with, and we're gonna bring that folder up here so you can see the conversion in real time. So as you can see, it's going 3, and it's gonna continue to process more until it finishes. Now we're gonna bring this back up here. We have the 16 emails converted, and we have the name with the date and the send time at the beginning. Now if we click on the name, we should be able to sort by the first year or by date. Now we're gonna go ahead and repeat the same process with the other profiles. Let's go ahead and clear this up, make some room for the other exports that we're going to do. So simply delete them, and we go back to PSCBR Pro, select attachments embedded. Once again, we have to change the file naming for each one if you want to continue with the same profile. It will not apply automatically, so it will be custom naming schema. Click on the 3 dots, remove this, the default one, and enter the send. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit quicker here, and then drag it again and underscore again. Oh, that's not it. And then subject. Now then we can go back and make sure that we have the correct fields. Alright, let's press OK. OK again, and let's go ahead and export it again. We're gonna send it to the same folder, test. Now the process, depending on how many emails you have, may take a little bit longer. These are emails right now that I'm selecting with no attachments. So you are able to see that it is actually exporting with the naming profile that we want. We're gonna go ahead and delete this, and we're gonna move quickly to the other profile, which is attachment saved to disk. We're gonna go ahead and once again change the naming schema, and this time we're going to include an email address instead of the subject. So we're gonna go ahead and select send date underscore and then send time. Come on, here we go. And then we're gonna put the to name, which should be the email address of the sender or the recipient. I'm sorry. So time, and press OK, and press OK. I'm gonna click on export, select the same folder, press on I just noticed something, and this export is gonna go without a problem, but I did perform this export without an email that has an attachment. So we're gonna go back and look for one that has an attachment, so you will be able to see what it will look like when it's saved to disk. So let's go ahead and look. Now attachments should be identified with a little paper click on the envelope. Here is one. It has a contact card. Let's go ahead and export that one to the same folder. Should go with the same profile. So the email should be at the bottom because it's the later date, 7/31, July 31st. So this is the email. It has a BCF file. We're gonna go ahead and open that folder, and it should have a BCF file in there. There it is. So this is the easiest way to identify what method of conversion you need, whether you need the attachments converted and included into the PDF, or if you need them as a PDF attached to your PDF file, or if you need to have the attachment saved to a disk. If you need any further assistance or you have any other questions, please contact us at supportline@encryptomatic.com. We'll be more than glad to assist.